In today's demo, we will show you how to add a new group to the system. Log in as root. Now previously we have shown how to add a new user by using the user add command followed by the username that you want to add. To add a new group, simply do a group add command followed by the group that you want to add. In this case, I'm trying to add a group called share. When you do that, the etc/group file will be updated. So let's try to grab for the new entry or the share group inside the file called /etc/group. So as you can see, now there's a new group called share in the etc group file. Similarly, on the second field is X. There's something called the group shadow password as well, and this GID for this group share that we just added is 502. Now let's take a look at the guest ID. Currently the guest ID has a UID of 501 and a GID of 501 as well. So guests belong to the group called guests. This is by default. When you first create any user, you will also create a same username or group name as the username. So in this case, if I create a user called guest, a new group called guest will also be created for me as well. Now let's try to add guests into the new group that we have previously created called share. So to do that, we can do user modify or use the user mode command -G followed by the primary group of guests, which is guests, and then the secondary group that we are trying to add guests to is called share, and this account will affect the account called guests. So I have put in the primary group guests, which is the original guest group, and then the secondary group share. So guests will be added into the newly created group called share. Let's do enter, and now if I try to do ID guest again, you can see that now there's a new group called share being added to the user ID called guest. So now guest is a member of the group called share as well. Let's take a look at, is there any update to our etc group file. As you can see, previously there was the member list was blank from the etc group file. After you have do a user mode and add the share group to guests, you notice that now etc group share file has the member called guests within it. Let's clear the screen. Now let's try to make a new directory by doing mkdir/myshare. So my share folder will be created under /, do a ls -ld /myshare. So as you can see, my share folder is created, and the owner for my share folder is root, and the group owner also is root. Now we're going to change the ownership of this my share permission, or my share folder rather, to our newly added guest and share group. To do that, we can do a ch with change ownership, chown -r, capital R is to say recursively that anything underneath my share will also be changed to the ownership to become guest, and the group owner is share /my share folder. So effectively, I'm trying to change my share folder, which is currently owned by root, to be now owned by guest, user, and share group. Let's do ls -ld again on my share, and you see the change now that has changed from root to guest for user or the owner, and for group owner now from is share instead of root. Now let's try to switch user to the guest account, and you notice that I'm now inside guest, and my present working directory is /home/guest. If I take a look at my guest entry inside /etc password, the home directory is stated to be /home/guest. That's why it's reflected in pwd or present working directory command. We're going to change the home directory for guest. Okay, let's take a look at the guest account. So let's take a look at the guest account inside etc password. So currently my guest home directory is still /home/guest. As you can see, I'm going to change that to /myshare instead. So how do we do that? You can do a user mod -d. Alright, so specify the home directory to be /myshare, and -m to modify the guest account. Okay, now let's see what happened when you grab. You notice that from home guest, it has now been changed to my share instead. So if I switch the user to guest, now what happened when you do? Okay, I'm now in guest. I can do a present working directory. Instead of /home/guest, I'm now logged in to the directory my share. So my home directory has been changed to /myshare for guest. We can exit from guest, then we can change back the home directory from my share to /home/guest. Okay, and then if you do a grab guest, you should see that now my share is changed to /home/guest, and if you do su -guest, you should see that now home directory is being reset back to the default /home/guest. We exit from the guest and return back to root. This will end the demo.